Thank you very much. And before I get there, allow me to appreciate the delegates from Wacholi because they have indeed welcomed me and they have stood with me and they have promised a solid vote. My name is Chairperson Kasolo. I'm here to seek for mandate of the delegates, NRM delegates, to send me to SEC to represent Central Region as the national vice chairperson.
Okay, my name is Jonisa Notakachonta. I work with Newville. Later on the ground there, you say it in your speech that there are some microfinance that are overcharging, especially the members on the interest rate. And also they went it even picking to the level of picking even the national ID just because of the money that they have borrowed. Now you are the one in charge of this ministry. What do you have to say about this?
I talked about money lenders. As a microfinance minister, I'm supposed to supervise the money lenders and the other microfinance actors. So, as of course, money lenders, we have put in place a regulation that capped the interest rate to 2.8% per month. So this regulation is now there because they have been overcharging. So all money lenders in Uganda must give out money at the interest fee of not exceeding 2.8% per month. Number two, they are not supposed to accept national identity cards as collateral security because a national identity card is the property of the government of Uganda. Therefore, it is an offense for money lenders to require borrowers to mortgage national identity card as a way of security.
What is needed for me as a microfinance company to maybe to start up? Because I've seen for several times there are some institutions that are operating, I don't know whether illegally or legally.
Well, I'm talking about money lenders, and to me, a money lender is a registered company and has acquired a license from the Uganda Microfinance Regulatory Department under the Ministry of Finance. So all the money lenders must have that license. And every year we give a license. And also we have powers to recall the license.
Sir, you talk about supporting NRM structures at grassroots level, and you see as most of the NRM leaders at the grassroots are poor. How do you plan to channel this?
Well, what I want to encourage them to do first, they should also participate in these government programs. The programs like EMIOG and PDM, they don't discriminate party leaders. If you are a party leader and you are among the beneficiaries, please participate, okay? Number two, many of them are agitating for their separate arrangement. For me, I will share this with the other colleagues when I happen to go to say, if they so wish, it's okay, we shall have a separate arrangement. For instance, I think it does no harm to have a circle at a parish level for only NRM leaders or for only leaders. In fact, we tried to do this in a Mioga, whereby we have a category of leaders, local leaders for Mioga. But if they have their special arrangement, and we have put this in our regulations and laws, it is okay. We shall have that for them, and because we want to see all leaders happy. The moment a leader is not happy, you see, that leader, the moment you see an NRM leader limping, that means that even NRM in that area is limping. Yes.
There is a lot of issues, especially in the community. When we talk about the land, maybe there is issues of maybe education, health. Now you are seeking for this vote. If you are elected, maybe in the SHAG, what are you going to do so that our community should receive good service delivery?
Well, you see, the problem is to do with the supervision and the monitoring. These programs are there. Okay? But that's why now I want to bring on board leaders at all levels, NRM leaders, because they have NRM at heart. They have the president at heart. They will get us to protect these programs, and they will ensure that these programs succeed. So it's because the monitors, the Nyampala, the people that are supposed to supervise, they are not doing their work. That's why now we want to recruit all of them to participate in the journey, in the war, okay, in this struggle to ensure that this proper service delivery in the areas, yes, in their areas.
Honorable Minister, my name is James Onono. I participated in one of the research talking about the special arrangement. The NRM members say they are treated like any other citizens. What is it that qualifies them to be NRM? Because if you benchmark in other countries, at least there's the services you get by your NRM card. So when you talk about PDM for the citizen, it's like a national program. But they want a program where they go and show their NRM card and they can benefit for. So what is it if you go to SEC? Because these are some of the issues. Then another thing we found out is that the biggest problem we have also on election is the issue of registrars. Normally, they are only cared for when NRM election come because they are not cared for. So normally they are easily manipulated because people who have money can manipulate the registrars during election. So those are some of the two things we found, because NRM members say we get nothing as NRM, but as citizen of Uganda we have all the program. So what would you do in case you go to SEC?
The moment I go to SEC, number one, we must ensure that all members of different organs, the structures, are kept intact. We must put in place programs that will always unite them, even when elections are done. These people must be able to keep around, okay, together. Like now, I have talked about a circle for them. If we can have a circle, because you know, at every level we have someone in charge of finances. It's called the treasurer. But this person spends 5 years without touching money. So we must put blood, okay? We must ensure that at least we have programs, special programs for our people. And it doesn't cause any harm, provided it is within the law. That's why I began by proposing for an amendment, because we must have those amendments within our constitution, so that legally these leaders are empowered. Legally, yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Honourable Minister, I heard it from down there when you were stating that other government agencies, like some other things that government is bringing in place to be monitored by the top members of the NRM.
Yes.
Now, supposing they are now doing the duty and they fail to give service to other non-members of the NRM, what would you do to make sure the non-members also benefit?
No, you see, they will not be the only Nyampala. They will not be the only supervisors or implementers. They must work together with the chief administrative officers, the other DCs, and the other leaders. Okay? But now, as we speak now, they are excluded. They are just onlookers. Kumbe, they are the owners of the party. That's why I want to bring them on board by law. When we are talking about PDM, they should be able to take a lead, to participate in the identification of beneficiaries, and number two, to supervise and to monitor the implementation and the success of these programs.